Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be the 5-month update for the Beauty A to Z Project Pan. This is a Pantastic Ladies collaboration and it was created by Jessica and Amanda. I will have the Pantastic Ladies Facebook group linked down below, hopefully. First of all, if I'm glistening and glowing, it's not a body shimmer. It's not a highlighter. It is sweat. I am so hot. It's about 83 degrees in here right now. Hot enough that I'm uncomfortable, but not so hot that I want to close all the windows and turn on the air. But I'm a little warm. And unless I sit perfectly still, I sweat. And sitting perfectly still is really hard. There's also a lot of background noise. I just finally sat down to film and my neighbor's lawn mowing service showed up. So if there's a lot of background noise, I apologize. It's distracting, very distracting. The whole point of this project is to link a product to a letter. I cannot film. Why are they out there? Are they done? The whole point of this project is to link a letter of the alphabet to a product, and 26 products, 26 letters. This project started on January 1st and it goes until December 31st of this year. This is my third time doing this project. I love this project. It's so much fun. But this year is by far the slowest this project has gone for me out of all my years. I have never had this few empties at this point in the game. Prior to today, I had 2 empties out of 26. I do have one more today, but only one. It may only be one, but it's a big one, and it feels really good to be getting this out of my stash. This is my Olay body wash. I talked about this in my empties video, so if it sounds familiar, you probably watched my empties video and heard me talking about it, but I did not like this whatsoever, and I'm so glad it's gone. I was really avoiding this as far as project panning because it is huge. And to have a body wash last 5 months is a long time, but I'm glad I got through it. I'm glad I tackled it, and I'm glad it's out of my stash. I did not like this at all. It was a creamy, moisturizing body wash. It didn't suds up. There was no bubbles, and I like bubbles. I like to feel really clean. I don't need something moisturizing instead of a cleanser. I'd rather have something that cleans more than moisturizes, rather moisturizes more than cleans, because I can always put on something when I get out of the shower if I'm really dry. So I'm so glad this is gone. It's going in the recycling bin as soon as I'm done filming because I've already talked about it in my empties. That body wash was for the letter O, by the way. So now that we've talked about the empties, let's take it from the top. For the letter A, I have my Physicians Formula Argan Oil. I've been making good progress on this. I've been using it very consistently. That pink line down here is the new mark. The red line is where I was last month. We are definitely at a point in the bottle where it has gotten a little bit wider. So it is going a little bit slower, but I am using this pretty much every night at this point, and I really like it. I would absolutely consider repurchasing this down the road. It's really good. And despite the fact that this bottle appears to be kind of small, it's lasting a long time. For the letter B, this product had not been in use at all until last month, but since I finished that Olay body wash, I have started working on this body wash from Bath & Body Works called Honeyed Almond. This is where I started out at the beginning of the project, and this is how much progress I've made in the past month. I'm down to this line down here. So not quite halfway through, but I'm really surprised by how much progress I've made in the past 3.5 weeks or whatever it's been that I've been using this. It's going quickly and I'm okay with that. This is an old bottle and ready to move another one out. So I think it'll only be 2 more months before this is an empty as well. For the letter C, I was really hoping to make this an empty today. I am so close, but I don't feel like it's quite an empty yet. That is my Caress Silkening with Creamy Moisturizers Body Lotion in Luscious Peach. I didn't even make a new mark for this month because, I mean, it's right at the bottom, but there's a little bit of heft to the bottle and I'm still getting some product out. It's sputtering, but I think this will absolutely be an empty by next month, but it's not for today. For the letter D, I have my Urban Decay lip treatment in the shade Drizzle. There's some weird stuff going on with the bottle right now. I was storing it like this for the longest time, and it was all pooled at the bottom. And then I realized that as I was using this up, it was taking a long time to get the product to the other end where the applicator is. So I've started storing it upside down or right side up like this. And now there's a bubble right in the middle of the tube with some of the product above it and some of the product below it. But I think the bubble gives you a good indicator of how much I've used. Maybe half of it's gone? Maybe? I don't know. It feels like I'm using this much faster than I imagined. I imagined this taking like a year to get through, but I've been working on this for about 2 months and it's already, I don't know, a third, a half gone. I'm really happy with my progress. It's a good lip gloss, lip treatment, lip balm, lip therapy. It smells like honey, tastes delicious. I try not to eat it, but it does taste delicious. I really like it. But I have too many lip balms, and the idea of moving another one out this year is very exciting. For the letter E, I have my Milani Easy Liner. Yes, I have my Milani Easy Liner in the shade Black Rocks. I haven't used this a whole lot in the past month, maybe one time. I don't have a new mark on the paper. I don't have a mark at all on the paper. It's still where it started at the beginning of the project. I'm just not reaching for this consistently, but soon. Next is my lip liner from Avon. This is the Glimmer Sticks for the letter G in the shade Soft Wine. I really like this lip liner. I have no complaints about it. I'm just not reaching for it very consistently. I think I maybe, again, used this one like one time in the past month, and that's it. Okay, let's move on to the letter H. It's changed containers. It was in here. This is the honeyed almond body lotion that goes with the body wash. I cracked the container big time. This was sitting in a cabinet, my jewelry cabinet, where I have some extra storage, and I was in the shower and I realized that I had used up my Olay body wash and I needed to pull the honeyed almond body wash out of the same cabinet where this was being stored. But I was already in the shower. So I snuck out of my shower while the shower was running and reached as far as I could to grab the body wash. And as I was reaching for it, I knocked this onto the floor. Now I don't think it even fell a foot, maybe 8 inches or 10 inches, but this sucker cracked so hard and lotion splattered everywhere. It was a big mess. I used what I could on my body after I got out of the shower, and the rest, unfortunately, had to be disposed of for sanitary reasons. And I was able to put whatever was still in the bottle in this container here. So this is now my honeyed almond body lotion. So I really haven't used this at all yet, other than the one time I used it as it was splattered on the floor and on my scale. But it is now in this container. And I'm gonna hang on to this so I could photograph it for my empties when I do finish this, but this is empty. For the letter I have my Iced Cocoa Eye Base by Mary Kay. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous bronzy shade. I used it one time in the last month. I love it, but only one use. For the letter J, I have my Josie Maran Body Butter. Don't think I used this at all in the last month. Probably not. As long as I have the Caress, I will not be using this, but as soon as I'm done with the Caress, I'm going to focus in on this one and try to finish it off. For the letter K, I have my other Mary Kay Eye Base in Violet Storm. I've used this several times within the last month. I don't know if it looks any different, but I have used this several times. I like to wear it as a base under the light lavender shade that is in my Baby Pan That palette, and under the Pat McGrath eyeshadow that I'm trying to hit pan on for Pan in Every palette. So every time I wear either of those shadows, I have this on as a base. For the letter L, I have my Laura Geller Spackle Primer. No progress on this whatsoever. I did not use this at all in the last month. I will get back to this. I'm confident, I'm mostly confident that I'll be able to finish this before the end of the year, but I have not used this again at all in the last month. I've just been focusing on some other primers I'd like to get out of the way first. You guys are gonna be so proud of me for this one. For the letter M, I have my Proactive face mask. I have used this 3 times in the past month, 3. I'm very proud of myself. It wasn't easy. I would have gotten one more mask in this week before this update if I hadn't gotten sunburned. But as many of you noticed in my last video, I did get a little bit sunburned. On Sunday, we went to the beach and I did have sunscreen on, but I did not reapply. I was more focused on making sure my husband and kids were protected, and I did not reapply for myself. We were only there for like 2-3 hours, but the damage was done. I am a little bit sunburned, and so I decided not to do a mask this week because up here in particular, it's a little bit sore. So I just thought I would give my face a rest, and I'll get back to masking when my sunburn has healed. For the letter N, I have my Maybelline eyeliner in Stormy Navy. Maybe used this once in the last month, nothing to really talk about. As you guys know, this pencil is not retractable, so I cannot measure progress on this at all anyways. We already talked about the letter O, that's my Olay body wash that I already finished. So let's move on to the letter P. For the letter P, I have my Pond's Cold Cream. Still here. I use this every single night that I wear makeup. And I did have like 2 no makeup days in the last month, but other than that, I've used this 28, 29 times. It's getting there. It's getting low, but it's still here. For the letter Q, I have my Japanesque Liquid Light Illuminator. I'm really happy with my progress on this. I am down to where it says liquid. Well, I'm kind of in between the words liquid and light. I think last month I was right below the J, so I was up here, and now I'm down here. Really happy with that progress. The way I've been really enjoying this is mixed in with my foundation. That gives me the results that I like. I sometimes do tap a little bit on my cheeks as if it was like a cream blush, but it's way too dark for me to use as an actual highlighter. So either mixed in with foundation or as a cream blush is the way to go for me in this product, and I'm really happy with my progress. I'm going to keep working on it. For the letter R, I have my Revlon Whipped Foundation, my Color Stay Whipped. So if you look at the jar, you can see there's a line right there. The product is way lower than that line. That's actually not accurate at all, but so I am lower than that line right there currently. I just haven't cleaned out the sides there. I think I'm really close to finishing this off. I think I said that last month too. I've been distracted for the last couple weeks with a foundation sample. Actually, it's a concealer sample that I'm wearing as a foundation. So I haven't been using this for the last week or so, but I really think that this is on its last leg, and maybe I could finish it off by next month, if not the month after. This is so close to being gone, and I cannot wait. I'm really excited by the thought of being able to choose a new foundation to pan. It's the little things. I mean, the idea of picking a new foundation after working on this for so long is thrilling. For the letter S, I have my SK2 moisturizer. Still going strong. I don't think I've even used half of it yet. Got a long way to go. Okay, for the letter T, I have my perfume. I've been working exclusively on this perfume for months now. I am down to right here, that pink line. So as you can see, from pink line to pink line, I did have a really good month. Part of that, I think, is that the bottle is finally slimming down a little bit as we get down here. And so there's just less product in the bottle at this point, making progress go faster. I don't think I used it any more frequently than I was in previous months. I think the bottle getting smaller is the reason I made such a big jump. I think there's still 2 or 3 more months worth of perfume in here, but I am really seeing the light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to this perfume, and I'm so glad it's going to be gone. I have a project starting in the next couple weeks, and I was really hoping to roll in a new perfume into that project. I don't know if I can do that yet. I'll have to see where I'm at with this at that point, but I do not want to get distracted and let this fall on the back burner because I really just want to finish this at this point. Okay, just a couple more items to talk about. Next is my eyeliner from Urban Decay. It's in the shade Stag. That is all that's left. I've been really wearing this very consistently in the last month or two, trying to finish it off. It really all depends on how much of this has product in it. If this is full down to here, which I don't think it is, there's 6 more months of product in here. But if the pencil only goes to like here, I could have this finished off in the next month or two if I really zero in on it. So I don't know, time will tell, but I feel like it could possibly be an empty by next month. I'm wearing it a ton, and I really like it. I'm enjoying it. For the letter V, I had finished that in a previous month. For the letter W, I have my J.R. Watkins Body Scrub. I don't think I used this at all in the last month. I don't think so. I know you guys gave me some tips on how to use this up. Some of them I've tried and they didn't work for me. Some of them I still need to try, but it is so humid and hot right now. The thought of putting on an oily body scrub is just very unappealing to me right now. So we'll see. I'm gonna get back to this at some point, but I don't think I used this at all in the last month. For the letter X, I have my NYX Jumbo Pencil in the shade Milk. I am so excited to report that I have a new line on my paper. I'm very happy. This has been in this project for 2.5 years now, and last year I basically ignored it the entire year. So my only goal for this product was to make measurable progress. And I can honestly say that I have achieved that goal. I have measurable progress on this. So that's where I'm at now. I am going to keep working on it. I'm not done with it just because I achieved my goal, but I am, you goof. But I'm so happy to have finally been able to sharpen. But I am so happy to finally have been able to sharpen this a couple times. I just use this as an eye primer, and I probably used it 10 times in the last month, something like that. And I'm really happy to have a new mark. By the way, I have a new mark for my Urban Decay eyeliner in the shade Stag. That's my progress on that little eyeliner right there. For the letter I have my Yabby Eye Concealer. Well, it's not an eye concealer. It's a concealer that I use on my under eyes, but it's just a concealer. I've been using this pretty much every day for the last month and a half, and I don't know if you can really see much. There's no pan or anything to show, but I am getting a little bit of a dip. I received this as a sample in an Ipsy bag a long time ago, and I didn't think much of it. I didn't think it was gonna be that good. I stuck it in a magnetic palette and forgot about it until this year when I was doing my inventory. I realized that it was annoying me and I didn't want to look at it anymore. So I decided to put it in this project, use it up, and move it out. I am pleasantly surprised by the quality of this concealer, and I don't know if this brand Yabby is still around, Y-A-B-Y. Can you see that? No. Why would you be able to see that? It just says it's in the shade Buff. This is really good. It has a lot of pigment to it. It's not a cheap concealer, at least as far as quality goes. I don't know what the price of it is. I have no idea if this company is still around. The idea of buying a little pan of concealer sounds like a pain in the butt, but I'm enjoying this very much, and I'm really glad I put it in this project. Hopefully I can finish it off by the end of the year because it does a really good job concealing my under eyes. I'm wearing it today. I'm wearing it pretty much every day. And finally, for the letter Z, I have my Laura Mercier highlighter in the shade Highlight 01. The Z is in the word 0, or the number 0. I don't feel like I used this a ton over the past month. I've been focusing more on the highlighter that I have in Roulette Pan Collab because that's rolling out of the project in a couple more days. So I've been giving that one most of my love. I will be getting back to this when I will be getting back to this more after I post the finale of that project in a few days. But I'm just trying to enjoy that highlighter for as long as it's in the project, and I'm not using this one nearly as much. So this is where we're at. All right, that is it for this update. I am going to continue working on all of these products in the hopes of using them up and moving them out. I don't know if it's gonna be next month or not, but I'm predicting that my next 3 empties are going to be as follows. First, I think I'm going to finish this Caress body lotion, hopefully by next month's update. Then I think I will be finishing this Urban Decay eyeliner in the shade Stag shortly after. And then I think this Revlon foundation will be the next to go. So I don't know if I could do all these by next month's update, but I'm going to focus in on them and use them as much as possible in the hopes of finishing them sooner rather than later. That is it for this update. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, somebody just started mowing lawnmowers.
So good. Like, even my sheep is gone.